Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to learn the chapter 9 Life in a Desert of Geography portion. It is a very simple chapter, but it have many of the facts and very minor information, but all the information are very necessary for your competitive exam. So please watch the whole video. I will tell you all the important facts on this chapter. So let's begin. So first of all, there are two types of desert in the world. First is hot desert and second is cold desert. The major hot deserts in the world are Sahara Desert, Thar Desert, Atacama Desert, etc. The biggest hot desert in the world is Sahara Desert, which is found in Africa. And now we are going to talk about Sahara Desert, the largest of the desert in the world. Sahara Desert have an area of 8.54 million square kilometer. It is 5.34 million times bigger than India. And Sahara touches 11 countries in Africa, which are Algeria, Chad, Niger, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Sudan, Tunisia, and Western Sahara. It is that much big that it is 5.5 times bigger than India. So you can understand that it is how much big. So they has given some of the information about the desert, that in Sahara Desert there are not only the sand, there are also rocky gravel plains, and there are also mountains, rocky surfaces and rocky mountains, which are 2500 height at some of the places. And the Sahara Desert contains very large amount of water in medieval period, or long ago than the medieval period, we can say that, because the scientists have found that the Sahara have once been a lush green area, because the cave paintings made by the cavemen living in the Sahara have said that the area was very beautiful once, and it have fish, crocodiles, giraffes, etc. So because of the climatic conditions, the Sahara is now the world's largest desert. Next, we have the climate of the Sahara. As you all know, the Sahara is scorching heat and extreme climate. At the days, the climate is very hot, and at night, it can go below 0 degrees Celsius. You might be thinking that why the temperature goes below 0 degrees Celsius in the very hot regions such as Sahara, because the Sahara is mostly covered by sand, and sand have a feature that it cools down very quickly as compared to any other soil material. So next is the flora and fauna. So friends, flora and fauna means animals and plants. The animals and the plants of the Sahara Desert also have a very vivid varieties. The animals are the scorpions, hyenas, wild dogs, camels, etc. Some of them are tamed by humans, and some are roaming around the sand. They also have animals such as reptiles and insects, like rattlesnakes, scorpions, etc. The plants we are talking are the cactus plant, which is commonly found in most of the areas of Sahara, the date palms and acacia palm. The date palms are mostly seen in the areas of oasis. It is a very hot region, as Sahara knows. You might be feeling now very hot because summer season have arrived. But in 1922, in Sahara Desert, in Al Azia, in Sahara, South Tripoli, Libya, it was recorded the highest temperature in whole world that ever humanity have seen, which is 57.7 degrees Celsius in 1922. So you should thought that how extreme climate is in Sahara. But then also the people live in Sahara. So let's go to know that how the people live in Sahara. So the people of Sahara, because of the harsh climate, they have adapted to survive in the harsh region. The people are Bedouins and Tuaregs. They have reared the sheep, camels, and horses. They use the milk, hide, hair, milk for the users on drinking, and hide and hair for making the heavy robes. They use heavy robes in desert because there are desert storms which can enter their eyes. So from protection of the desert storms, they use this for the protection. Next is the oasis. There in Sahara, there are a lot of oases found in Sahara. The most of the areas which supports the population are the Nile Valley in Egypt and the oasis found in Sahara. Also in Sahara, agriculture is there. Crops such as rice and wheat, barley, beans can be grown around the oasis and the river valleys. In Egypt, the cotton is very famous worldwide, which is grown in Egypt. Next is the discovery of oil. We all know that our vehicles need oil, and oil is very abundant in Sahara Desert. The oil is mainly found in Algeria, Libya, and Egypt, and these countries are rapidly transforming their deserts into metropolitan cities. Next, this area also have many of the minerals such as phosphorus, manganese, and uranium. The Sahara is undergoing a large scale development. There are many super highways crisscrossing the mosque. The ancient camel road have been became the new roads in which trucks are used to carry the salt, and the nomadic herdsmen are finding jobs in the oil and gas operations, and some of them are also becoming the tourist guide for the tourists. There is a lot of tourists coming to Sahara, and people act as the tourist guide to help them and to visit the places of Sahara. Next is about depression. So what do you know by depression? Depression means the when wind blows away the sand, the underground water reaches the surface. Sand is very light material, and when sand gets blown by the wind, the underground water gets up into the surface, and the area becomes fertile like an oasis. Many oases have been formed by the depression because of the winds. The largest oasis found in the Sahara Desert is Teflet Oasis in Morocco. It is as large as 13,000 square kilometer. So next, at this point of time, we have learned about hot desert. Now we are going to learn about cold desert. One of the example of cold desert is Ladakh. There are also other cold desert like Antarctica, Siberia, etc. Ladakh means La means mountain and Dak means country. So Ladakh is mountain country. Do you know the coldest ever inhabited means the place ever been have human population in the world is Dras. It is the coldest place where humans can live. The desert Ladakh is the coldest of all the cold desert. It is laying in the Great Himalayas in the eastern side of Jammu and Kashmir. The Karakoram ranges are north and Jansankar ranges enclose it by south. There are several rivers such as Indus, which originate from the Gangari Glacier, and there are also more such glaciers like Gangari Glacier found in Ladakh. The altitude of Ladakh may vary from 3000 at Kargil to 8000 at Karakoram ranges. The days in the summers are just above or below 0 degree, and the nights are just above or below -30. The winter temperatures are always remaining below -40 degree most of the time, and but because of this climate also the people are living in that harsh climate, because the people are adapted to survive in this region as the time goes. And it is called a desert because it lies in the rain shadow area of the Himalayas, where the mountains block the clouds from coming to the Ladakh, and that's why it is a desert with scanty vegetation. The flora and fauna of the Ladakh region, the flora consists of the willows and poplar trees and fruit trees such as apples, apricots, and walnuts are very often found in Ladakh. And there are several types of birds and animals. The birds are robin, red studs, Tibetan snowcock, and raven are commonly found. The some of these birds might be migratory. Migratory means which cross long distance from one season to another season. There are also animals such as dogs, yak, which are tamed by the humans for their meat, for cheese and butter. The hair of the sheep and goat are used to make woolens. There is a chiru, a Tibetan antelope, which is an endangered species. It is endangered and hunted because of its light wool, which is called as satush, which is extremely light and warm. And Ladakh is also called as Kapachan in this local language, which means the snowland. And do you know the bats we play? They are made up of willow trees, which are mainly found in Ladakh region. The people of Ladakh are mostly Muslims and Buddhists. You can see many of the Buddhist monasteries, and the Ladakhi landscape is more dotted with this traditional gompas. The famous monasteries of Ladakh are the Hemis, Thishki, She, and Lamayuru. The people in the summer season cultivate potatoes, beans, peas, and turnip, but in winter they they keep them engaged in many of the ceremonies and festive. Because there is so much of cold, they have to keep them engaged in some of the ceremonies. Next is about the capital of Ladakh, which is Leh. Is very connected to other of the road areas by road and air. The National Highway 1A connects Leh to Kashmir Valley through Zozila Pass, and the Manali Leh Highway also connects, and there are four passes in Manali Leh Highway: Rotangla, Barchala, Lumchangla, and Tangla. Because of the snow, it only opens in July and September when the snow is cleared. Tourism is a major activity with several tourists coming from India and abroad because for visiting these gompas and traditional monasteries built by the Buddhist people. The people of the Ladakh are going towards modernization. They do not waste any of the food and do not waste any of the thing is discarded by them. So that's it for today. Hope you have liked the explanation. This video is a little bigger, but you can still watch it. That's it. For any problems or doubt, you can comment in the chat box. That's it for today. Thank you.